welcome to LumberJillville. Women's wrestling lives here, and welcome to the LumberJillville Shopping Network in the debut episode of Mayor Aaron's Garage Sale. And no, this is not a spoof. Today I'm actually selling 8 items from my own personal collection for deals that are just woo sweet. That is a Charlotte Woo, not a Rick Woo. Now the way this works is I'm going to show an item one by one. As I show that item, I'm going to have information on the item over here along with the price. And then to claim that item, all you have to do is look at this little banner that I'm going to have below here that'll have an email and also tell you to comment if you want to claim that item. Now, I'm also going to have in the comment section a pinned comment at the very top that has all 8 items that I have for sale today, and as they sell, I'm going to put sold next to them. So even if you weren't able to make it to the premiere today, you might be able to watch this video days later or whatever, and there might be some items still available for that price that I listed it as. So definitely check it out, and if you would like that item, let me know, either comment or email like I said. But either way, I'm real excited, so let's jump into this first product. Alright, so the first item I'll be selling today is WWE Elite Series 17 Kelly. Now this is the first women's Elite ever released. It's a piece of women's wrestling figure history. Now I do have this figure MOC, and that's why I'm willing to part with this one. Now this is loose, but it is complete. It has the Divas Championship and also the soft goods green jacket. This has never been played with, only displayed. So it's in great shape, but I'm willing to part with it because I do have the MOC version. Now the price on this online, you can get it for around $55, but I'm going to be selling it today for $45 shipped. Now what that means is if you live in the US, shipping is free today on every item that I show. Shipping will be completely free. You pay whatever price that I post. If you're from outside the US, you might have to add some money for shipping because shipping can get pretty expensive nowadays. But if you live in the US, free shipping, $45 shipped for this figure. And this figure can go for a lot in good condition. And to have it with the soft goods jacket and also the title is very rare. So I really hope someone scoops this up and claims it here. Now, remember, if you want this figure for the $45, make sure to either write it in the comment below or preferably send an email to justwoosweet@gmail.com and say I claim Kelly, and we'll exchange payment information, and then I'll update the comment section below that this is sold. So I definitely hope someone jumps on this deal because this is an amazing figure, and like I said, it is a piece of women's wrestling figure history, being the first women's Elite. So alright, so the next item is a 2-for-1 deal. So it's Elite 95 Shotzi. Now if you go online to a lot of wrestling figure groups, kind of the solid baseline as far as selling new Elites is 35 shipped. And I'm not only selling this Shotzi from Elite 95 for 35 shipped, but I'm also selling Bobby Lashley with Shotzi. So 35 shipped for both of these figures together. Not each, but you get both for $35 shipped. Now remember, it's free shipping in the US only. And yeah, I think it's a real good deal for y'all. This Bobby Lashley figure is solid, and this is the only men's figure making an appearance in episode 1 of Mayor Aaron's Garage Sale, but I'm a huge Bobby Lashley fan. He might be my favorite men's wrestler out there, so I wanted to include him in here. It's a cool figure, but this Shotzi is really what takes a cake. Like I said, it's a top 5 figure, probably top 3 figure of 2022 in my opinion, and it is a stunning figure. It's really not easy to find in stores right now. And yeah, it's an excellent figure. It even has the ultimate articulation of the toes, which I'm not a fan of, but it does have a lot of articulation, a lot of detail. We have that helmet accessory, and yeah, so both of these figures, $35 shipped is what I'm asking. If you want this deal, if you want to jump on this, make sure to hit up the email, justwoosweet@gmail.com, or comment below, and we can talk details here. But yeah, I am really excited to give this deal to someone. So basically you get 2 figures for the price of 1 here. Next up, we have a super bad Penelope Ford from AEW Unrivaled Series 11. Now the only real way to get this figure right now is eBay, and unfortunately the eBay prices have her upwards toward $50. Ringside is on back order of this figure until I believe mid-December, so you'll have to wait if you want to get this figure for lower than $50. Or you can purchase it today for the low price of $30 shipped. Now $30 shipped US only, but this figure is excellent. Now this is the regular version, not the chase, And I am going to order a couple more from Ringside with my fingers crossed that I do get the Chase Penelope. But this is a beautiful figure, and it is definitely worth the price. And like I said, it's very hard to get right now. It's not on store shelves. Ringside's on back order, and the eBay prices are upwards toward $50. So for the low price of $30 shipped, you could have this Penelope today. Now this figure was actually on my top 10 Jillmas wish list for figures I wanted in 2022, and I'm so glad that we had it released. So I hope someone's just as happy to get this figure and claims this figure today. Alright, next up we have the AEW Shop Exclusive 1 of 3,000 Hikaru Shida. Now this is kind of a controversial figure because it is the first AEW Shop Exclusive that didn't sell out within minutes. It was actually up there for, I'd say, a couple months, right? And it just now recently got taken off the website. It's not up anymore, so I'm guessing all 3,000 are gone or sold. But either way, they're not available to get on AEW Shop anymore. And if you go on eBay, the prices are insane. They're a ripoff, and they're just too high. Now, when you bought it on AEW Shop, it would come close to about $60 after shipping. But today, I'm going to sell this for $45 shipped. And I will ship it in a protector if that's what you want. No big deal. I would be more than happy to do that. But I just wanted to sell it for even lower than what AEW Shop had it as, because this figure didn't get the love it deserves. Now, not only is it a 1 of 3,000 exclusive, but the box art on this figure is overlooked, and it is fantastic. We have unique box art all over it. Even the font that they use for Shida is unique. And then we have this nice big image on the back. Now, this figure is the same figure that we got earlier in the line of Shida, but we do get a kendo stick included, and we also get some extra hands we didn't get before, and then we have the Shida t-shirt. But obviously, the real selling point of this figure is this being a 1 of 3,000 exclusive. Some people call these chases, some don't, but it's limited is what I'll say. So if you're interested in the Shida figure, limited to 3,000, hit me up in the comments. $45 shipped, or you can email me. Alright, so we are halfway through all the items I'm selling in today's episode, and quite frankly, I needed some time to get my final items up here to show y'all. So I'm going to send it over to commercial break while I set up. Mayor Stase, I'm parched.
I know, Mayor Arun. All this modeling has made me so thirsty.
Excuse me, can we get some waters around here? My mayors need water.
Are you all thirsty? Why don't you crack open a bottle of LumberJillville's own Dewdrop Water. Try the brand new Dewdrop Sparkling Water. Not sold in stores, some exclusions may apply. And welcome back to the debut episode of Mayor Aaron's Garage Sale right here on the LumberJillville Shopping Network. Now, if you enjoyed any of the first 4 items that I listed, make sure to check the comments down below, the pinned comment, and I will let you know if it's available or if it's sold. And if you're interested, send an email down to justwoosweet@gmail.com or comment below. But either way, let's roll right into the final 4 products or items that I'm selling today. Alright, so next up, we have this WWE Paige Funko Pop. Now, this is becoming more rare and rare every day. Now, the reason that I'm listing it at $65 shipped, that might seem kind of high for some people for a Funko Pop, but here's why. There's 2 reasons. First reason is this is listed as vaulted, and I believe what that means is that all of the Paige Total Divas Funko Pops, this particular pop, out there are all that's going to exist, right? They're not going to produce this pop anymore. Now, the second reason is if you go on eBay and find this Funko Pop carded, it could go for over $100. So it is going to be a little higher when I sell it today, but it's going to be a lot lower than what you can get it on eBay or online right now, and I think it's a pretty good deal. Now, I am going to be honest with y'all, I did open this up once. I opened this pop-up once. I believe it was in the Paige figure history video, and I opened it up to get a closer look and to show y'all. And the only real damage that I can tell on the box is at the top, there's tiny little folds in the corner there, I guess. It's not bad. If you want additional details, hit my email up below, justwoosweet@gmail.com. I'd be more than happy to send you additional photos of this. If you're almost ready to pull the trigger but you want to see additional photos, I will ship this in the protector, obviously. But it is in really good condition, and this was actually the one product today that I went back and forth with putting it on the list and taking it off because I love this, and the fact that it's becoming harder to find and more rare. I really did not want to sell this today, but I know there's a lot of Funko Pop collectors out there, and I'm sure there's plenty out there that would like it as much, if not more, than I would. So I just wanted to put it up there for a fair price. And like I mentioned, if you are interested, make sure to comment below or email me. And it's also important to note, I didn't say this, but I do come from a smoke-free home. I don't smoke. It's not going to have some funky smell in anything I'm selling today. So yeah, this Paige is awesome. Obviously, she revived her career going by her real name in AEW. At the time of this airing or debuting, Full Gear was last night. So maybe she won against Britt, maybe she didn't, but either way, I have her Funko Pop right in front of me, and it's a beautiful looking Funko Pop, and it is available for a $65 ship. Alright, so next up we have a 2-for-1 deal here, okay? We have an AEW Bundle. We have Chris Statlander from Unrivaled Series 8 and Anna Jay from Unmatched Series 3. Now, I'm going to be honest, this Anna Jay is everywhere in store shelves. It really is. The regular version is just peg warming, but it's peg warming for 20 bucks. And this Chris Statlander has been hard for me to find, but this is an extra one. So, yeah, that's why I'm selling them today for the combined price of $30 shipped. Now, I had the retail price being $40, but that's being generous because $20 plus ship plus taxes, I should say, if you found these in stores, would be around, what, $45 or so. So I'm going to sell them both together for $30 shipped, free shipping in the US, and I think that's a pretty good deal. So this Chris Statlander figure is one of the cooler figures that I have reviewed in LumberJillville this year. It's an amazing figure. It's really hard to appreciate unless you have it in person, but it's a fantastic figure. And the Anna Jay is cool too, but it's kind of a freebie figure, I should say. What I mean is you're pretty much paying for the Chris, but getting the Anna Jay free. So it's a 2-for-1, $30 shipped, and you get both of these figures, both the Chris Statlander and the Anna Jay. Alright, so next up we have one of the more unique ones in today's sale, and that's this Bullnakano by Cella Toys. Now, this is opened, obviously, and it is not MOC, but I do still have the cardboard backing, which is definitely cool. Obviously, there's some wear here to where I took the plastic card off the bubble, but the back of it is really cool. It's definitely a cool design here, cool design on the front, and then the figure itself is pretty cool, pretty unique, but I'm just not a fan of Hasbro, to be honest, and thus far I haven't been a fan of Cella, so this just doesn't fit in my collection. If you collected Hasbros as a kid, and you want to add the first female Hasbro style figure ever made, then I would jump all over this deal. I'm selling it for $25 shipped, and I will include this card back in the box. That way you can have that as well, but this figure, it's not available as far as I looked online to try to see if the Cella shop or if I think Asylum had them. I think they're sold out everywhere online at the retail price that they're selling for, which I think was $25 or $30 without the shipping. And eBay, they're probably high prices on eBay, you know. But here today, I can send you this Cella Toys Bullnakano Hasbro style figure and the card back for $25 shipped, free shipping in the US. Yeah, it just doesn't fit my collection, you know. Like it's nice because it's got nice tight joints here, and the detail is definitely cool. But for me, not being a Hasbro collector, I have no reason to have this. And looking at the upcoming women's figures that are made in Hasbro form, I really have no reason to start a women's Hasbro style collection now. So that's why this is available today for $25 shipped. Alright, now the last item I have on the docket is a definite weird one. And I say that because I couldn't find any price comparison online for this figure. Now the reason is this is the, Legends of Professional Wrestling line by, Figures Toy Company. But it's Francine. Now the reason I don't know really how much to ask for it is because if you look closely, This is actually limited edition out of 100. There were only 100 of this early bird release made, and mine is numbered 56 out of 100, so I was one of the first 100 people to pre-order this figure, I guess you could say. I was the 56th person to pre-order it, so it's got that little sticker on there, which is nice, that it's got the little early bird figure release and the limited number out of 100. And as a wrestling figure collector, I love limited number items, right? I love having the AEW chases and the rares of the women. And this I loved having for a while, but honestly, after my Rosemary figure review, I want nothing to do with FTC. Nothing against, everything against them. I think they rip people off. I really do. And even this figure, I think when I got it, I don't even know how much. I probably paid $50 for this stupid thing. But I'm selling it today for $35 shipped. And I don't know how much it's worth. If you look at this figure online without the early bird release, I think it's higher than 35 shipped, but mine's limited out of 100. So I figured that increases the value for some. It's never been opened. It still has this zip tie thing attached. So even though the bubble is kind of in not bad shape, but it doesn't shut too well. But that's just the quality of the bubble. It's not very good, but it is still sealed, never opened, and once again, it is a limited edition, 56 out of 100. So if you're interested in this and want to rid me of all my FTC women's figures, I would much appreciate if you bought this today for the price of $35 shipped. Alright, and that's all the items I'm selling today in the debut episode of Mayor Aaron's Garage Sale right here on the LumberJillville Shopping Network. Now, just to remind y'all, if you saw any of the 8 products that I showed today, if you're interested in any of those, for the prices I showed, make sure to check the comments first to see if they're still available. The pinned comment to see if they're still available. And if you're interested, make sure to comment below or email me at justwoosweet@gmail.com, and we can exchange payment information. And once I receive that payment, I will update the pinned comment below saying the item has been sold, and I will ship the item out to you Monday morning. So if you enjoyed today's video, which is definitely different than anything I've ever done, make sure to let me know in the comments, and also make sure to like the video. I have tons more items in my collection that I would love to sell. So if this was a lot of fun for you to watch, fun for you to participate in, let me know, and I'll definitely do another one in the future. I would love to do a Jill Miss themed one. But yeah, so I had fun today, and hopefully there's some products out here that you liked that you would like. So with that being said, thanks for stopping by LumberJillville. Women's wrestling lives here. For a first look at all future women's wrestling figure reviews and some outlier videos like today's garage sale, make sure to hit subscribe and become an official resident of LJV today. Also, head on over to ringsidecollectibles.com and use coupon code LJV to save 10% on your next order of women's wrestling figures. Now, that being said, stay tuned. I have some really exciting figure reviews coming out, including the Lights Out Blood and Guts Thunder Rosa figure and also Elite 99 Queen Zelina Vega. Have a great night, y'all.